Hello everybody, Darren here, and welcome back to episode 69 in my second Let's Play episode for Anno 1800. It's been a while coming, hasn't it? Hey, no pun intended. In the last episode, we started the overhaul of our worker residents by migrating the majority of them to Rush and then working on beautifying and improving the production chains for the island. Today that project continues as we look to build out a sort of central plaza and then grow our tourists to open up our first restaurant on the island of Rush. So, in between episodes, I've done just a little bit of tweaking here and there to certain things, and a bit of experimentation, as they say in King of Queens, which is appropriate for episode 69. I've gotten rid of a few of the houses up here. I was testing out what it looks like with a different wall, with some white tiling and stuff like that. I've got a sort of a loose idea now in my head of what I kind of want. I'm thinking of doing a sort of a market district on this side and a sort of more of a almost a playground on the right hand side, and then maybe moving this variety theater tucked into the side just so not everything is super uniform. I've also added a bunch of farmer residences out here. This is kind of just sort of placeholder, although they'll probably upgrade them into workers and then maybe see what we can do for touching it up with roads and the like. But they're all actually pretty much fine. They just need a road connection to the market. The market's road was severed. We'll just hook that back up and they should be okay, right? All the way. There we go. Maybe this one is a bit far out. Yeah, we'll fix that though with a paved road. So let's begin. We're just going to dive straight into some ornaments and moving some of these houses, and then look to sort out the... maybe we should do it the other way around. I guess we should sort out the bread production first. That seems to be lacking for everybody. Plus, it's needed for the tourists as well. So let's do that, and while that's growing and coming back up, then we can do the ornaments, I guess, which makes sense. Alright, so let's see what the deal is with bread. Old World Route Malahide production. I guess we should look at... I can't even remember where bread really comes from. So, consumer good. Bread. All islands. So we produce... maybe we take it in through Docklands. 11. So let's just go with just the Old World and segment off the Cape Trelawney. So we barely make anything in the Old World. So it must be a lot of stuff coming in from Crown Farms. Seems to be the case. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe then bread was coming in through the Docklands over here. Yes, it was. In exchange for champagne. What could we do about that? I'm just trying to think. We could obviously set up a route and just deliver it over there. Or we could maybe see if there's something that we can do in the Docklands here that we could sell. But I doubt it. I doubt it. We do have a lot of excess jam. Got a little bit of champagne right here. Champagne is pretty good worth. I'm just thinking of changing the Docklands around anyway, so that we might end up doing something else with it. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I guess just... I'll try not to rely on changing this Docklands too much. If we have bread coming in here, if we want to change that in future, that's fine. But I think... in famous words, for now, we'll just send it over from Swords. I just want to check what the different bread routes are. So Malahide production is picking up bread at Malahide, any excess. And where is it dropping it? It's actually dropping it at Skerries, weirdly. So that's not really relevant. That's obviously a mess of a route as well. Alright, we'll just make a new one then. Very small route. It's just literally going to go from Swords to here. And it's just going to pick up bread. Now we might add other things to it or change it a bit later, but this is fine. This should just get us growing, at least, and be okay. I'll just set a reserve limit so that we don't end up taking too much away. Okay. So bread should be coming in. Now we can do the ornament thing. So let's start moving some of these houses out of the way. Actually, first off, let's just delete ornaments and anything we don't need, or we're not going to need, and we have to hook up the canal as well to the right. So let's do that as well. So I'm not too sure how far down it has to come, but we need to find a spot.
This city is a magnet for genius.
We need to find a spot over on the eastern coastline here. It's actually the southern coastline, I guess, if you want to get it right. But where the canal's going to line up properly. So let's just feel out the coastline here and look for a 2Z slot. There's a 2Z slot right there. That's the one. Alright, so that's what I want the canal to come in from, I think. Let's just pull this straight across. Boom. And that works out just fine for me. If we wanted to go down further, we can. There seems to be other slots. As long as it's 2 across, then it's okay. Because then, like I said in the previous episode, we can cut this area here. We create that little tunnel. And just to make this area look maybe a little bit nicer, we can drop a tree on top of it or something like that. Just like that. So it's like, oh yeah, that was built there for a reason, and this is where the water goes out. Still really wish, you know, pet peeve of mine is wish I could change these things, but it's just kind of... Seems like it's coded per the seed of the map, in a way. It's like, well, it's always going to put that there no matter what way you do it, unless you widen it or shorten it. That's just the way it is. It's kind of interesting seeing it kind of cut off in all these different directions. Alright, so that's... Oh, I must have pressed Control S. I didn't know you could, hot save, or quick save like that. So yeah, ultimately I just wanted to move these houses because I feel like they're not quite... They just don't look that good when they're that close and that in front of the hotels and the local department. So I'm going to cut that back. I might end up moving this canal forward. Well, actually, probably not. I think this is a good enough sized area to work on this properly. There it is. There's that triumphant music again for no raisin. Just swap back. Reset it. Docklands, my other favorite song. So I was thinking market halls on the left side, somewhere like there. Maybe offset them just a bit. Maybe make one of them different than the other. It's our little market segment. So I am kind of feeling this out as I go, so bear with me. Let's see. Something I've been lacking is the tourism ones. Ornaments. They're actually pretty good. It's maybe a pavilion across from the bus station itself. A double pavilion. I like having that. Maybe a street map with an awning. Actually, these guys don't deserve an awning. They're workers, most of them. Maybe one of the cherry blossom trees. What else could we do? Oh yeah, the luggage carts would make sense. And I've put down a Halloween-themed billboard here to be on theme for the month of October. What would be nice, actually, now with our high life... Oh, it's not a high life one. It's a pedestrian zone. Is a pavilion on this side.
An explosion in one of your factories.
Furnace in Lusk has blown. That's alright.
A fire broke out.
Maybe mirror the... tree a little bit over there. There's the photography nook, quite like that. And could we use any of these maybe? Maybe. I'll see if I need the space. Actually, what I wanted to work on, we had the duck pond. I think it was in the last episode I said I was going to put one there. I think? I don't know. If not, it's in my head. But I think a duck pond would be nice there. And maybe the playground? Because I said this side will be a playground, this side will be more of a market. I guess let's focus on one side at a time. So the market, I wanted to use a lot in the city lights pack for this. Always like going with the grocer's stall. Let's just start it out here and work it around kind of like in an L shape. Oh, that's my timer going off to let me know I need to buy back some shares. So we've got the cheesemonger stall. We've got the fishmonger. They kind of work together nicely. And maybe just to make it a bit more dense, do something like that. I wonder would this work actually. Let's try this.
Has been vanquished.
The city light here, but use it as a corner. Yeah. And then turn this one. So now we've created like a bit of an L shape. Oh, sorry. There we go. To follow the L shape, we can make a promenade. That leads up and around, maybe. Well, actually, I still want to put down some more stalls first. But I'll probably leave like a bit of an L clear here for a promenade. The florist stall can look quite nice. Maybe this way? Is that the right way? Not really. Let's do it that way. Oh, the people change when you rotate it, actually. I'm happy with that there. Let's take another one of these. This has a different variant. A white umbrella. Let's do another couple of florists down here. I find it hard to realize, to understand which side they're actually selling these flowers on. Who's selling and who's buying? Or is it just nondescript? You can see 6 cents there. Sorry, what does that say? No. I mean, I feel like I know what it says. Something tulips, right? It looks like no sex tulips. Yeah, I don't know which side is buying and which is selling. I don't know why I can't find that out or figure that out. It looks like they're selling and they're buying, but I don't know. It's a bit nondescript. Maybe it's supposed to be able to work either way. I don't know, either way, it's fine. What else now? Another cherry tree, maybe. Some city lights to brighten it up at night. That'd always be good. Put one at the back. Maybe put one in here. And a fence. I've been leaving this kind of blank because I was thinking either those bushes or a fence line would be good. A fence line is usually what I go with. So that's in the investor category. Good fences. Oh, sorry, engineer actually. And if we leave this as an entrance, we'll do the same on the other side. It's kind of coming together. And then obviously we'll pave the rest. But let's go for the... Let's see. Ubisoft Club Promenade. There we go. Now I might stop it here. Maybe I could put something else in here. Or would that look weird? Don't know. I feel like I could definitely do something with it. I'm just trying to think what. I'll leave it for now, because what I'm thinking is it'd be nicer to have a bridge crossing. So maybe get rid of this. Put the chairs there, and then have a bridge crossover. There we go. It's into the promenade, and just some white tiles, please. And a consonant. Oh, I know what we could do. A signpost. Isn't there signposts for tourists? Hotel this way. Sure. So that's more like for the stalls. Yeah, they're facing either way, so I guess that's kind of the intent. Alright, it's a little market area, and then out here we'll have a little kids area. So I was thinking again, engineers for the playground. Is it a playground out here? I guess I'll just switch to culture, maybe find it that way. City decorations. Photography. See, I never know how to find things this way. I feel like it gets really complicated. Actually, I just saw something that might be good to add in as well. What was this thing? The stone flower pot. Nah, I'll leave it. Maybe at the back. Might make a bit more sense. Again, I'll just leave it. I like leaving it open just for them people to come in and out. Kind of makes more sense to me. I almost wish you could just search ornaments with like typing or something, because I can never remember where they are, and then I get confused between the two different categories that you can switch between. I know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for it's a city light actually. That's what it is. There we go. This thing. So I know the duck pond is 3, so about there. Maybe rotate it this way. And then we can do the promenade thing here. Lead all the way over to the entrance. Yeah, that's good. So for the kids, I guess ice cream? That's in the amusement pack, I think. Little ice cream stand. Well, if the duck pond is going to go there, we could have it here, just facing forward. And then city lights. Copy that one over here to kind of mirror the other side a bit.
Christmassy to tip his hat.
I have to find that duck pond. I feel like it's an engineer ornament. I guess not. Don't think investors really have ornaments. Other than the DLC now. Alright, got it. It's a Ubisoft club.
Look, there's a heart in the coffee foam. Do you think she did it just for me?
The lights will start coming on now as well. And then the last thing I was thinking, maybe a steel clock house. I just saw that in the city lights pack a second ago. Let people know the time before they get their bus or whatever. So there we go. That's our little section done. And we've got our lights. I have smaller searchlights on the outside and then bigger ones for the middle part, the local department. I'm pretty happy with that for kind of a quick job. I think it looks pretty good.
Not sure if I can lend.
At least I went into it with a bit of a plan. Like I knew what I wanted to build in each section, just not where exactly it was going to go. Now for out here, I'm even more unsure, but I just know that the variety theater I'd like to kind of tuck in sideways. And that would give us room to maybe build houses out even further, or just have this area be a bit more bespoke. And actually, I've got an even better idea. Let's cut this. And I'm going to cut this as well. And I'll put down the actual bridge crossing. That might look even better. Something like that. Yeah. We can go walk around. I know some people have been asking, haven't walked around in a while. And soak it in. See how it looks. Just take a drink real quick. That's looking good, right? I'm not crazy. You guys have to let me know. I think so. With the lights and everything. Let's just have a walk around at night, and then maybe we'll switch to day and have a quick look around as well. I'll turn off my lamp. So I don't know exactly how we're going to fit that in just yet. But from here, anyway, we have our houses over here. And I actually think the houses suit this kind of area. In fact, the little canals here, the little bricks on them, kind of matches fairly nice. So into the... I wish I could adjust my field of view or something. But into the little market area here, next to the residents. They can go visit their various market halls, which we've used the two different variations of to make them just look a little bit differently. They look different from the top. It's hard to see when you're inside them. We have our florists out on the side and our farmer's market stall down there. Places to sit and chill while you're waiting for your mom to go get her vegetables or whatever it is. What are you selling? Onions, maybe? Bags of onions? And then we've got our pavilion allowing us to wait for the bus to come by. Our little bus stop as well, of course. Our Halloween billboard issued by the government. A regular street map, of course. We have our other street map over here. And of course, not to forget, we have our little cut-throughs that lead up to the hotel. And our eclectic groups of people that come out of the hotel. Alright, cool. City lights. So, I'll hop out, switch it to day, and then we'll have a look at the other side. So let's take the bridge across. Ugh. We'll just start from here. I have to pave that side, obviously. So, crossing over, we have our lovely mountain in the background, our local department. Want to grab some ice cream? Num num num. And then, you know, let your kids go play. Or if you're a kid yourself, go play yourself. This is the seating for the parents to wait while their kids and man-children play in the playground. What the hell's wrong with that guy? What the hell is up with this guy? He's having a great time. And then we've got our lovely little duck pond for the kids to go maybe feed the ducks. We get our food here at the amusement food stall. Nice, right? I think so. Yeah, it's a nice area.
What did you say it was embroidered with?
Oh, really? You're as naughty as the children.
Loving it. Alright, cool. It's coming together, for sure. I'm quite happy with it. So, let's have a look at production and stuff now that we've done a bit of building.
Something to complain about.
So these guys, they should be fully fine. They just need a school now in the area. We have our school here, just haven't linked it up yet. As to exactly where it's going to go, I'm not 100% sure. That's part of the fun. I'm going to tuck this right in against, excuse me, the canal. It's still covered by the bus stop. Excuse me again. Maybe there. And we can continue this over, I suppose. Whoops. As a way out the back.
Alaska this Sunday.
Maybe we'll put some trees. Oh, I know what would be nice. The new trees that came with the pedestrian pack. In fact, I've kind of staggered that the wrong way. I might do it the other way. But these ones, the enclosed tree. You could also go with the bush, the kind of dynamic bush thing. That's also kind of nice, actually. Pretty big fan of that. I'm liking how it looks. I could actually wrap around if we wanted it to, as we said before. Oops, wrong one.
I want to know if those piano forfeits were money well spent.
I wish I could get rid of that seam in the double road. You can if you make it a triple road. Creates a kind of square or rectangle. Yeah, I'm just trying to think, like, the road should come down here, so, but actually the variety theater doesn't need to connect to anything other than the tourists, because I don't know if we'll put down artisans here or not. Don't know. If we do, then maybe I'll open it up. But I actually quite like the look of this. It's nice. Maybe give it more of a gap, though. I'm thinking. Give it some breathing room. It's still covered, right? Yeah. I'm just trying to think, do we have white tiles inside? Because the base of the variety theater is actually grey. You could pave it with the industrial ornaments so that it at least blends correctly, but I don't think that would look right. If you wanted to clean it up, we could switch it to variable 1. But yeah, unfortunately it does not match correctly. It's not quite the same. From a distance, maybe it would, but, you know, not really. Okay, I'm thinking actually it looks better than when it was closer up. At least we tried. Question is, what do we do here? Could cut it, link that, and then it becomes just a soft cut through. People will walk through that as well, which is always nice. But it is offset. I don't know if that is correct or it bothers people. Kind of bothers me. It'd be interesting to never attach this to the road. Does that matter? Oh, but the road is attaching at the back. Oh yeah. Okay, I was thinking, wow, it's somehow connecting. Well, the other thing then, just before I build off of that, is the restaurant. So which one's the restaurant? This here? Could do something like this where it's up fairly far up, or we could have it down further. I guess if we wanted to actually hit houses, it doesn't need to be that far up. It could be around here. We could make a new kind of open area. Have it come across there. Probably do that. Which means we've got all this real estate in here for more houses and things, I guess. Because we get rid of this. Unless we wanted to extend that out even further and wrap it around with our garden thing.
About a little gathering indoors.
Because there is, of course, the exit here. Sorry that I'm being so, you know, I'm playing around with it. I guess I'm experimenting just to see. But that's not bad, is it? It's actually kind of nice. I think maybe a fountain would be better, though, than this thing. Oh, there we go. Is there another one? Just that one. This does feel like it's a bit strange though, here at the back. I think maybe this might look better. Let's just try it out. So we seal it off. You could actually have a bridge going across. Ooh, that might look good. Oh, it's not centered though. You bastards. See, if this is a regular ornament, I could have shaped it like that and had this side, you know, there, and then create that little center gap. Can't do that though because it's not a regular ornament. I can't pick one segment up. It's like a connected thing, which means I can't select different modules and let people go through. Oh well. But that means it's not connected to the road anymore, which means we would have to feed in a road somewhat like this. As an example. And you could have something there to make it look a bit nicer, like a fountain. I think it looks nice. Not 100% sold on this, but it was worth a shot. Maybe we'll move it just for a sec. The only other one then I was thinking of trying. I don't want to make it too lavish. That's the other thing. It's like I don't want it to be crazy over the top. The ones in the investor high level, it's like yes, this is a hell of a fountain, but Jesus, you know, it doesn't really suit the area. We could also go with the dynamic ones. It's actually kind of cool.
A fire broke out.
Fires are breaking out all over the place. Not here. Surely not. No, the orchards are on fire. Oh god. Alright, let's just throw one down here for temporary sake. Actually, it makes sense to have it up here somewhere. Yeah, I'll have to do something about that, or think about that. I didn't think of adding one of these in. That looks okay. Alright, sorry for taking so... I mean, I at this point, I guess you guys are probably just used to it, right? I shouldn't keep apologizing all the time, but... I'm just feeling things out and trying to get a good-looking start here. Or layout, sorry, not start. But I'm actually pretty happy with the front here. I like the hedgerow going around it. So I think I'll probably just leave it like that. And just cut this and just leave it as is. That seems fine to me, you know? Nothing too lavish, nothing too crazy. Connected to the road. Still making its way to the bus stop, no problem. 100% connected. Now we just need a new kind of plaza down here that the road can feed down to in some way so that the restaurant is connected as well. But before we maybe do that, let's just check a few other things. Actually, I want to upgrade these houses as well. And we could pave these roads now that they're largely done. Not 100% sold on how that layout looks, but maybe with some ornaments they could look a bit better. I do like it just generally from the side though. What about here? Let's do the same with these guys. So they're upgraded, they're living life. So this was a nice one because these aren't connected anywhere except for across the canal, so I thought that was kind of neat. Whereas these ones have roads at the back to help them. And what are we missing? Still haven't really hooked up the school. So we're at 1,660 workers, even without hooking everything up yet, and without building that town hall for any extra workers or anything. So I'm going to start, again, destroying, removing, saying goodnight to a lot of our old estates. The OG estates, the first estates we ever built, really. Down to 555 workers. I think that's almost it. That'll be almost it, and we can cut them all away. Once we just get this school connected, that should grow everyone we need. And with the town hall especially, I almost can't get over that. I guess it's because we've all these. Yeah, actually, I was going to say, this town seems tiny. We haven't moved them all in yet.
The fire has been vanquished.
Right, so a school near the Variety Theater, I actually think it's kind of nice, neat idea. And maybe some extra houses in the center. I want it to be kind of offset, not just all the houses on the sides or something. What's wrong here? There's some ornaments blocking me. But yeah, let's catch up on some of the notifications. So Arthur bought another share. He's encroaching ever slowly. And let's have a look for any ruins. So we had the factories blow up out here. And that's it. Okay, nothing too crazy. What are we missing? Cherry wood. So did I not set up that route? I did notice that we were full stocked. Maybe it's not working correctly. Oh, I guess I never did. Okay, yeah, let's set it up then. So cherry wood needs to go from Rush down to Lusk. It's a raw material. Queue it up that way. Unload the Gorgon. So that's Rush to Lusk. I think that's 4. And Old World. Nice. Off you go. Maybe just to get us kick-started. Do we have any ships up there that we can just send it down now? This one. Just to kickstart that route. Get production flowing again.
Battle path set.
Alrighty. We can delete this as well. We've already used it. This blueprint. The goal for this episode was to get that restaurant up and running. So that's kind of my next focus now. Hook that up to some road. Get some, what is it, schnitzel or frites or whatever it was. Get that going. I'm trying to think what would fit in along here. What kind of housing can we fit in there? Have them be a little offset. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Maybe a fence that comes across out here. Whenever I think of the word school, I just think of Greta Thunberg. She's like, I should be in school. But instead she's trying to save the world, I guess. How dare you? Does that make sense to have that? A bridge crossing next to a bridge? That's a pedestrian crossing, whereas this could be for the carts and stuff, I guess.
Turned out good for both of us.
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I'll leave it like that. Because then I can just bring this up here. We can add in a few extra houses around the town hall. So let's just shift a few of them up there. Alright. Something like that. And that gives room for a little fence to go all the way around here. Fence it off from the plebeians. Should we build it? We're very low on influence. I'm out of wood. But we'll get, I'm sure we'll get a lot of that influence back when we start building the skyscrapers again. Alright. Oh man, lots to do, lots to do. I'm loving it though. This is the type of gameplay where I enjoy it the most, where it's just like, oh, I'm just gonna figure out how things look, place down some ornaments, try to not be crazy suboptimal either. I'm wondering, should we go even further out and have it really like next to the canal? Let's see what that looks like. Because it does leave gaps for people, and you do see them walk these areas, so I don't think it's too bad. It's just a question of how far now is that from these houses, you know? Pretty far. Yeah, a bit too far, I think. Now, we can get that town hall, we could extend the range if we wanted to, but I don't want to get messing with that kind of thing. However, could also put down a second school. It's not a big deal. How much are they? 45 upkeep? I think I can handle it. It's just a question of, do we want multiple schools? I kind of like the idea of having one out here. Yeah, I think that's okay. Well, let's just see. Is this really nice? Like, I do actually quite like the look of this. It's kind of dangerous, though. You know, the kids just rolling, just playing next to the canal. Someone's lost their hat. Jeez. That's a kid. That's a kid gone. Straight away. Wow, that's a lot of people crossing. Holy crap.
Ready for action.
Alright, we dropped off that cherry wood, kickstarted that route. It'll get going on its own now.
What brings you here, Master?
93%. How did that change? Oh, actually, I think that's, yeah. A lot of them are 99. I think this is the only one that's like 93. I can't move anything without like losing the influence of this building. I'm sure you could probably make it more efficient. I'm positive, in fact. But it's all good. It's fine. It's still like 200%. The rest are 210. Yeah, it's all good. Alright, nice. Let's set that timer on Arthur again. I'll lower it down to 5 minutes now. I'm not sure how long it's been.
Respect your...
And the playground's up there. That's where the kids can go. You know, they run out of there and they're like, yeah, mommy, bring me to the playground. And then the mom's like, fuck off. Mommy, no. It's an old Yogscast joke. I don't know if anyone recognizes it. Sorry for the language as well, but in order for the joke to work, had to say it. And really, I'm supposed to yell it. And really, it's supposed to be it's not J.R.R. Tolkien, it's J.K. Rowling. Oh, God. All right. I think it might be better not to stagger the estate.
Thank you for all you've done.
No worries, Benty. I should be paying you for all you've done. Just want to think, is that weird? If this was a big house, that going right into... Not really. I think it's probably okay. Well, the best way to check it would be just to do this. So let's see. How does that look? And we can obviously... Oh, actually, I kind of like that. The way we could have two houses with a more open pathway in between them. There's also different variants of houses if you really wanted to try and create more space. Or a wall. Yeah, I'm okay with it. I'll have to build it up and see for sure, but I think I'm okay with it. Ah, okay. I've made a mistake. Alright, we'll have to... I guess I'll leave a gap then. We could do... Ooh, I've got a nice little idea. Maybe we could have like a row of trees either side and a pathway leading through. Just like a little cut through. Just like a pleasant little walk for people to take when they cross that bridge. I very much like that idea. So I'm actually starting to think, what if I do this, cut that, move this across, bring the road that way instead. Oh, but then the... Oh, yeah, damn. Well, actually, I don't even need that road, though, right? Let's just see what this looks like. Keep this sort of pedestrian only in a way. And I guess I could cut a road across there. If we're worried about the market getting out and around, which I guess we are, either we could cut across, straight across there, or we could just cut across like this. Lead up. And that should fix a lot. Also, the pub needs to be added in, probably somewhere down near the church.
Like a frog.
But I just want to see what this looks like then. So if we have the... my favorite tree is the elm tree. And then we get the artisan kind of walkway thing. And we switch this to 1, and we switch this to 1 so it leads in. And is that it? Just need grass then in between.
Dreams of nuts, bolts, and washers.
And it's like a little walkway that leads through to bring you to the variety theater, to the other part of the town. Straight to the market though, if you want to go that way. I think it looks nice. Switch this house so it has walls. I like the ones with walls more so they can face that way. Something like that, as they say, in England land. Police station, maybe straight across the market, just letting everyone know. Don't step out of line.
I feel it reflects the times.
I feel it reflects the times. What do we got? Fur coat shortage?
Of course.
Nah.
How
Not today.
unexpected.
And we could do very similar things all along here, actually. I like the idea of this now. Starting to really come together, I think, in my head. The enclosed tree, so something like this. I think one gap is maybe too little. Well, maybe what, a two gap, but that's kind of nice as well. And it's like, yeah, it just makes the area look a little bit nicer. The other option is just having this thing the whole way, actually. So let's just try
I
that.
have you down as a worry.
You have you down as a worry. Kind of wish I was live streaming. I said that before, just so I could see what you guys think, feedback-wise. We've got bridges there and there. I don't want to connect any more bridges. It seems like we're a little bridge heavy. Canals are looking good though, I think. We've obviously got gaps here. So I think in front of the variety theater, what could we pop down? There's some nice this memorial statue could be cool. But I feel like it should have a tile base. It doesn't though. It has a grass base. That one works, I guess. I use that usually in the New World or in Mbesa, or places like that.
To go see the old man.
Fountain actually could be pretty good. Just standard little fountain.
We're in the presence of a virtuoso.
Maybe that one's a bit better. Like I said, I don't want to go too ornate, too crazy. This is our secondary island. Of course, our main island across the way will have be as ornate as we can be because it's going to be all lavish. It's got the palace. It's going to have the skyscrapers and stuff like that. So. Looking good. Looking good. Now, maybe we can give some people some stuff at their houses. Maybe some privacy. Does that make any sense here? Not really. Yeah, I'm not too sure what to put on these houses that are kind of staggered here. You could... No. I mean, trees actually is a pretty good one to go with. Especially when they're put in pots like this, because it makes a bit more sense that they've got it here. This is very lazy, but I just want to see what does that look like. Actually looks alright. And then maybe something unique in the center. What could we have? What would be behind four little houses like that? One pot plant. Maybe the shrine to Old Nate. His statue is pretty cool. And it's a singular statue. No idea where that is. Is it not in here? The diving... There it is, yeah. I like the little worshippers of Nate. You could also have something like this, though. The Anarchy Mega Tower. Rage Against the Machine. It's a bit huge.
Nuts, bolts.
Does it not play music? Oh, it does. Anarchy is the only way. Property is theft. It's kind of cool. It goes with the theme of the fact that we have the anarchy down this way, remember? All these guys have their little Hugo Mercier posters and flagpoles and statues and stuff. This place is really coming along now. I'm starting to finally very, very much like it. It does take a long time, though, just to get it all right. So how are you guys in relation to the church? You're fine. They don't have any beer here. That's another production thing we're going to have to fix now. So beer, I think we make on large scales in, what's it called? Cape Trelawney, right? In Crown Farms. So let's just search beer. So from the Cape, it goes into Lusk, as usual. And then Lusk picks up fur and takes it out. So then we have a Lusk to Swords route, bringing beer. So there's 2,000 beer there. Swords has 3,000 beer. Too much beer. So then, yeah, we can add this to here and try to dump this stuff as well. Well, this doesn't make any sense. Sorry. Yeah, I do need to do a bit of a trade overhaul, don't I? Because we've taken away work clothes and schnapps from Swords completely. Or we will be. So this will... All we'll need to do is deliver beer, and we can just have one beer ship that brings it to both islands. Beer will work for artisans. So I think maybe we bite the bullet and see if we can get rid of these guys. $115 left. Oh, negative 75. Right, we're gonna have to bring that population up. That's okay. We've got lots of farmers, so we just need to upgrade them. Any farmers left down here? No, surprisingly not. So now all the farmers are just the ones that I've built. Just slam them down, let them grow, and then when we upgrade them, actually, I don't even, that's way overkill. We don't need that many. Then we'll get them back. And then as we move them up here, we'll start to figure everything out. And again, town halls are our friend. And of course, there was town halls over there. I'm assuming we were increasing population or something, right? Bonus income, bonus supply, bonus residence +1. So we had that active. Shit, Chief George. But that's it now. There's no workers on this island. Let's just check the statistics. If we go to population, and on the island of Swords, there's none. So we've artisans, engineers, investors, scholars, and tourists. We could just see our little workers went from... Wow, they've actually been pretty consistent. That can't be right, though. We got rid of some this episode, didn't we? Earlier on. 1,087. 1,087. Yeah, 1,800 and then just down to 600. Ah, so it hasn't updated yet to go to all the way down to 0. Yeah. There's a problem over here. Tourists.
And here I thought yours was the
they're
land
unhappy.
of the free.
St. America. This is schlong land. Okay. Oh, man. Did I ever drop off that wood? There goes our influence.
I want to see the Punching Judy.
I want to see the Punching Judy. I'm looking for the Investor World's Fair ornaments. These things. These are often quite nice around this area. Again, might be a little too ornate, but let's have a look.
Who's stinking like cut cheese?
Sorry, that's me. It was the coconut curry I had last night. Do you think it's a little bit much? It's kind of cool. Like, I always like using the arches. It complements the arches within a town hall, but I'm thinking a fence probably just make a bit more sense here. Who's stinking like cut cheese? Yep, I'm fine with that. It's just basic, but I'm fine with it. I noticed, I probably said this in the time lapse as well, but before, there's no grass for the white cherry tree, but there is for the, excuse me, pink cherry tree. Seems like they forgot to add it, or there's a little bug where it's not showing. Because I doubt they did that on purpose. It doesn't seem to make any sense why you do that.
I need you to keep producing for me. For us. We're going to need to stockpile as much as we can.
You guys can let me know if we need to get rid of that or not, right? I'll leave that to you. If anyone's made it this far into the episode, still with the series, you decide whether we keep the loudspeaker in the center of this town. With Hugo Mercier letting people know that they need to stockpile ration and get ready for the revolution. Right, I'm just trying to think. We just need to fill up this last little bit here. Maybe I'll switch it to the Bright Harvest ornaments. What do we got? We have the swing sets.
Sozzle from Friday and Monday.
And maybe then the flower beds actually next to it could look kind of nice. Oh, the apple trees are always cool as well. I forgot about them. Just a little bit of greenery here and there. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I'm really happy with this. I think I've done a good job. Right? You guys can let me know, but pretty happy. And let's see. So I actually still haven't set up that damn thing. 228. Oh, unfortunately, because of the newspaper right now, we can't get the bread all the way up. What did I do for bread? Did I reorganize it and bring it here? Oh, yeah. I set up a bread route. I remember now. All right, well, while we're waiting, I'll speed it up, actually, and hopefully we'll get a new newspaper, although I don't know how long they take. Is it like every hour or something? 164, and there's been 227 hours in game. So I'm not too sure. And that's game time, not play time. Speeding it up helps that.
An explosion in one of your factories.
There's another explosion somewhere, wasn't there? Apparently not. What's wrong? What the hell's going on here? Excuse me?
I like being oppressed.
You're out of soap. Huh. That's unusual. We don't actually send any here, so the fact that it ran out now is a bit peculiar. So you're full. Where's the soap factories? There's only one. Why the hell is there only one? Yeah, it would have been short. Strange. What about tallow now? Still fine. Strange.
It's a surprise inspection.
Getting that back up should fix this, I think. Yeah. I think so anyway. Because we also have things that give us bonus residence. Workforce 10%. And they're obviously unhappy. They're running out as well.
Rose cheeks and merriment.
They're out of sewing machines. Oh my god, there's so many problems. Problems everywhere. Oh my god, game, please. What, does E just not work or something? I typed E like 3 times, it didn't come up. Cape. So we take them away from the Cape, do we? No, we load them on Lusk and then bring them here. And then we send back copious amounts of jewelry. I'll have to look through that. How are we doing for sewing machines?
Tricky this stage.
Seem to have enough. Globally? No. Dun dun dun. Problems to solve, guys. Lots of problems to solve. But, you know, I want to keep the focus on Rush for a while, and then as we build these guys up, then we'll figure out what we need to do with stuff like that. Really happy with how this has come along. I think I'll probably just wrap up the episode now, although I'd like, because I can't do anything about the hotel situation. We can't hit this next threshold while the newspaper debuff is happening. But when it lifts, then we can still build. Actually, sorry. We'll keep going for a while. I forgot. We can still build it. We just can't have anyone work it, I don't think. Pity it's too far from bus routes. Let's fix that. So I'm thinking somewhere around here. It's across from there. It's across from the church. Maybe the church should turn around. And And maybe it's a more open area, open dining area here. Could keep feeding the canal down to make it look a bit nicer. Maybe the canal brushes up against this. And the recipe we're going to be choosing is the fries and, sorry, fish and frites. Fish and fries. So we make everything here. We got 700 citrus, we're full up. A little bit of fish, and then we don't have any potatoes. So potatoes is what we're going to have to bring in.
Delightful.
But that'll reduce the bread consumption really heavily, and then we're going to have all the other residents living out in this way. So they're going to need their own bus route here, so we'll get this, and maybe pop it down. I don't know, I have no idea. We're going to have to redesign this thing, or this area. Probably in the next episode or something soon, if I don't focus production first, but just do something like that for now. Oh, that's a pavilion, whoops. I was wondering where the circle was. Something like that, as they say. So this leads pretty much straight up into that one. But yeah, the unlock condition is only having like 10 more people. So yeah, so it'll definitely do it, because we're about 10 short right now. We're 11 short. And I'll speed up time again, just in case we get another newspaper, but I don't think we're going to get one for a while. Any more ruined things? Nope, no runes.
The stuff won't magically stock itself on the shelves.
Great point, great point. We're going to have to also deliver in goods.
Fresh produce is running dreadfully low.
Oh, so it's still... Oh, right. So even though... Oh, okay. Never mind then. Oh, that means we can use a bar. Or a cafe. Oh, nice. So I thought, like, if it's not unlocked here, we won't be able to use it. But we will be able to put down a bar and a cafe and a restaurant. And they will work it if we can get enough of them to do so. So all we need this to go up to... So what's that? 120 times 3? 360? So all we need is 360. Can we get that? Between these two, probably, right? So let me just work it out and add it up. We can actually see how much each thing is going to give us anyway. I'll just have to head over to swords. So check a hotel here. We'll see that this... So let me just count it up. So 45 people there, which equals 9. 55 here. 25. 25 again. 35. And I don't know if we'll get this one. A cafe will be 55 if we do. So that would give us 240, and then times 2, 480. So that would be enough to supply those 3 like cafe, restaurants, etc. to allow us to get buffs everywhere for everybody. So that'd be actually pretty cool if we could do that. So I'd like to do that. I'm going to build this area then with that in mind, that we're going to have 3. I'd like to space them out, something like, you know, one there, one like kind of here, and then maybe like one a bit further down or something. Have a kind of more open area, some fountains around it. Well, maybe not fountains, a little too upper class, but something like that. And then obviously then all the houses around it, living out around that kind of more central plaza. Maybe the canals can feed in and rejoin up with each other or something, create a bigger area. But yeah, that'd be cool. I think that'd look really nice. Alright, so some work to be done, but we basically did this area here, figured out a lot of this area. Pretty happy with the church, the market, and the surrounding farmers markets and stuff. Maybe... I don't want to tuck this in because it'll just be too symmetrical and even, but we need some things out here. I've obviously added this in between episodes. Ornaments need to be done there. Could have a promenade leading up from this area that leads into the restaurants and stuff. We fixed the canal. That's going to go out that way. So yeah, lots done. Lots done. Pretty happy with everything so far. We're just a bit short on workers that we're going to upgrade here. So we fixed that as well. As we can see in the production chains and stuff, you can see that I'm just missing a few different things. Actually have the pub out near the restaurants and stuff would be a neat little addition as well. And then what I'll definitely add is some of those, one of my favorite ornaments in the game actually, which is the, not the city lights, sorry, the amusement park. We'll add some of those bar tables. Why can't I see them? There they are. These things. So these bar tables, we'll put them out around the pub and around the restaurants, and then some open canopies from the tourist ornaments. It's going to look real good, I think. Very happy with the... if we just take a little zoom in of the subsection that we actually have. Very happy with it. I love this little area too. Let's have a little walk there while the sun is setting. Look at this. Is this not magnificent? Can maybe put some flower beds down or something as well in between the trees. The autumn leaves, the autumnal leaves. You know what I just realized? There's no seasons in the game. Could be an idea for future Annos. I don't know what you do gameplay-wise with it, but the idea of winter and like trees, you know, where their leaves fall off and stuff. I mean, visually it'd be a treat. I don't know if it should change anything production-wise. That'd be fairly annoying. But it could be a nice little idea. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope people like the more slower paced attention on beauty building. I'm certainly really liking it. Especially this one. Last episode I feel like I did you guys dirty with a lot of reorganization and being confused about what I should do. But this one had a bit more focus to it. I'm pretty happy with it. Very slow but encroaching outwards nevertheless. And then we're going to start dotting around those orchards on the outsides as well. So that's going to look cool. It'd be nice to have similar to what I've done here, have like some orchards but then also have like little pathways that lead between them, just as if it's like a little nature walk. I don't know, could be nice as an idea. We've got to build up the docklands, the fishing lanes and all of that, so fisheries looking good, coming along. Alright, that's gonna be it for this episode 69. A few raunchy jokes in there at the beginning, hope people didn't mind. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, thank you very much for watching, and remember, if you want to support this series directly, you can click the join button to become a channel member. Doing so will get your name in the credits, as well as loyalty badges and emotes to use in the comments. If you don't see the join button, it means the video is being copyright claimed, but you can still join from the channel page on desktop. You can also link your account to our Discord to get a special role on there that'll give you access to the Senate House and a few other perks.